Hello, Comment Nation. As the principal of Marion L. Steele High School, I am honored to welcome all of you to our second Armed Forces Commitment Day. In these unprecedented times, we still wanted to take a moment to honor our seniors who have enlisted in the Armed Forces. On behalf of the Amherst schools, we would like to thank each of our enlisted students for the commitment to something greater to themselves. Their commitment and future service in the United States Armed Forces is what keeps our country, our freedoms, and our citizens safe. Thank you in advance for taking this bold step in your lives. We also want to thank their families, recruiters, and teachers for helping them realize their vision for their future post-graduation. This video tribute will highlight sophomore Amanda Pastrin and McKenna Pfeiffer singing the national anthem, a keynote speaker from Dan McCruskey, and staff recognizing our seniors who are enlisting in the armed forces.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi everyone, I'm Dan McCruskey. I'm a lieutenant with the Amherst Police Department and a command sergeant major with the Ohio Army National Guard. To the graduating class of 2020, congratulations on a job well done. You've worked hard to get to this point, and you now have the rest of your lives to build upon what you've accomplished so far. To those members of the class of 2020 who've raised their right hands, signed a contract, or indicated that you'll be joining our armed forces, thank you. I commend you on your decision to serve our great country. That decision wasn't easy. I know. I've been there myself. Between now and the end of your initial basic training, you might wonder if you made the right choice. That's natural. You can make it through it, just like millions of citizens who've entered that unknown and come out the other end as soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and Coast Guardsmen. In a strange way, this is a good time to join and get away from the uncertainty we see on the news and in social media every day. Wherever you go for your training, they have a plan in place and they're ready for you. I saw a story last week where the 4-star general in charge of the entire Army went to check on basic training at Fort Jackson, South Carolina, in order to make sure they had a plan in place to keep everyone as safe and healthy as possible. And they do. Now that's leadership. And it's because of that kind of leadership that our nation, during these troubling times, has once again called upon the armed forces for help. And we've responded by rolling up our sleeves and getting things done throughout Ohio, around the country, and all over the world. Nationally, we've deployed our hospital ships to the east and west coasts in order to ease the burden on the civilian healthcare system. Here in Ohio, hundreds of National Guard soldiers and airmen have been helping to distribute food to those in need. We have many more soldiers and airmen working as corrections officers in several of our state prisons. I'm proud of each and every one of them. Someday, just like those service members, you'll be called upon to step up and help out. And you'll respond just like you've been trained to do. You'll have great leaders, and some of you will be leaders. Either way, you'll be called upon, you'll respond, and you will make a difference in this world. Thank you, and God bless you.
I am Bob Harkula, Marion L. Steele's JVS representative, speaking on behalf of Austin Evans. Austin is committing to the United States Air Force through his recruiting officer, Stephen McCraven. While in high school, Austin attended the Lorain County Joint Vocational School and studied masonry trades. At JVS, Austin enjoyed the hands-on classes in his masonry program with his instructor, David Rudsill, and participating in a masonry summer internship. Austin is choosing to commit to the Air Force following in the footsteps of his father, Mike, who was a career airman, and his brother, who is an active airman. Austin is looking forward to continuing his hands-on learning and hopefully studying engineering in the Air Force. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I'd like to thank Austin for his commitment to serving the United States of America.
Hi, I'm Dean Lowe, and I was Teresa Gerhardinger's English teacher. Teresa has committed to the United States Navy through her recruiting officer, Isaiah Brown. While at Steele, Teresa's activities include running track, football, and rugby. She enjoyed her English courses in high school because, according to her, she liked thinking about the material, writing essays, and found the classes to be calming. Teresa is said to have a great opportunity as she continues to offer into the military. Teresa is choosing to commit to the Navy because she enjoys the water and she simply sees it as her next step in life. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Teresa for her commitment to serving the United States of America.
Hi, my name's Tony Trunzo, and I'm here to honor Braden Kitchen. I had the pleasure of having Braden in class, both in Art 1 and Art 2. I also saw him in the halls, and he'd always stop to say hi or carry on a conversation. It's a tribute to his character and the respect that Braden has for everyone around him. Not only did I see him in Steele, I also seen him out volunteering, maybe at food banks or helping where a hand was needed. Braden has committed to the United States Navy through his recruiting officer, Philip Johnson. While at Steele, Braden's activities included golf, earning his Eagle Scout, and, of course, skateboarding. His favorite classes included any math or science, but he especially enjoyed engineering program. Braden chose to commit to the Navy because he has members of his family that have served in the military, and he hopes to make a career out of his service. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Braden for his commitment to serving the United States of America.
Hello, my name is Chris Barbero, and I am Jeremy Linger's band instructor. Jeremy has committed to the United States Air Force through his recruiting officer, Stephen McCraven. While at Steele, one of Jeremy's most passionate activities included marching band. His favorite courses were his English classes, and he especially enjoyed Mrs. Allen's class this school year. I am honored to be chosen to speak on behalf of Jeremy as we have watched him grow from a very shy, inexperienced student to the strong leader that he is today. And in no doubt in my mind, that strength, structure, and leadership of the band program helped him achieve his goals. Jeremy, when he came in as a freshman, maybe didn't get the instruction that he should have to meet the needs of the program, and sitting very low in his section and maybe not understanding some of the notes he was to play, he decided his freshman year, I'm going to join marching band. And from that moment on, started his course to where he's at today. Now in his senior year, he was one of our most prized possessions in the marching band. Being able to lead like no other and play his horn, play his trumpet very well, and was a soloist in the marching band. And whenever we asked somebody to play something, he always raised his hand and said, I'll do that. He was a strong musician. He always played very well, and he had the membership look up to him. And we are very proud for that. And I'm very honored. I'm very honored to do this today. Jeremy is choosing to commit to the Air Force because he is interested in traveling, meeting new people, and gaining more knowledge. Marching band teaches its members to face your challenges head on, and I know Jeremy will be very successful at that challenge. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Jeremy for his commitment to serving the United States of America.
My name is Chuck Grimmett, Amherst Schools Buildings and Grounds Supervisor, speaking on behalf of Andrew Mission. I come to you this evening from my home during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic. Reflecting back, I am thankful for all the past, retired, and active men and women of the United States military for keeping our great nation safe. Andrew has committed to the United States Navy through his recruiting officer, Isaiah Brown. While a student at Steele High School, Andrew enjoyed working maintaining the district grounds during the summer and as a custodian at the Amherst Junior High during the winter. One of Andrew's favorite classes include history. According to Andrew, it's not only an interesting subject, but it also applies to real life. Andrew has an amazing work ethic. He's a very hard worker with a thirst to learn. Andrew started working for me as an outside grounds worker before he was old enough to drive. I remember times when Andrew asked to drive the larger tractors with no fear in his eyes. Whatever Andrew decides to take on in the United States Navy, he will excel. Andrew chose to commit to the Navy because he sees it as a great opportunity and believes he will flourish in this branch of the armed forces. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Andrew for his commitment to serving the United States of America. Godspeed, sir. I am proud of you and all your accomplishments.
I am Todd Strebel, and I was Earth Moreno's math teacher. Earth is committed to the United States Air Force. While a student at Steele, Earth mostly enjoyed psychology and calculus. I feel very fortunate to have had Earth for 2 classes. That allowed me to see her first as a very quiet student in pre-calculus, where she did well, to one that came out of her shell with me in calculus. She was truly an asset to the class, and I am honored to be asked to say a few words about her. Earth is choosing to commit to the Air Force, following in the footsteps of her sister, who was an airman, and her brother, who was in the Navy. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Earth for her commitment to serving the United States of America.
Hi, I'm Alex Baldwin. I was Xavier Purdue's military and psychology teacher here at Steele. Xavier has committed to the United States Marine Corps through his recruiting officer of Christopher Lochek. While at Steele, Xavier was a part of the Gamers Club where he enjoyed hanging out with his friends. Some of his favorite classes were history and math, because he could simply figure things out, which is what we always want as a student. I had the unique experience with Xavier to see him grow as a person, and it was really a great growth. He was shy when I first met him, not willing to stand out. By the end of psychology class, he was very friendly and kept track of everything for me. I really loved the way he grew up and turned into the student and young man that he is today. Xavier chose the Marine Corps because it was always something he wanted to do, and it could help him in college. So, in behalf of the Amherst City Schools, I would like to thank Xavier for serving for the United States of America.
Hi, I'm Mike Edwards, and I was Austin Ronaldo's football coach for the past 3 years. Austin is committed to the United States Army through his recruiting officer, Sergeant First Class Derek Reese. While at Steele, Austin's activities included football and track. His favorite class in high school was history because, according to him, it was always fun, and he also loved any class he took with Miss Sanchez. When I learned of Austin's intention to enlist in the Army, it came as no surprise to me. Austin is a selfless individual who understands that in life, some things are bigger than just you. His servant leadership and work ethic will serve him well in the Army. Austin chose to commit to the United States Army because he has always wanted to serve his country and wants to give himself an advantage in life. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Austin for his commitment to serving the United States of America.
I am Janet Grissinger, and I was Aya-Lise Vicenne's English teacher for 2 years. Aya is committing to the Air National Guard through her recruiter, Sergeant Matthew Gaynor. While in high school, Aya's activities include varsity basketball, varsity golf, and representing her Puerto Rican heritage as a princess at the International Festival. Her favorite classes were forensics, biology, and chemistry because she enjoys hands-on problem solving. As a member of my advanced English classes, Aya was a natural leader who never accepted anything less than the best from herself and her classmates. Aya truly embraces the idea that brick walls are there to give us a chance to show how badly we want something. Her inquisitive nature and persistence to work through obstacles will serve her well in her future. Aya is choosing to commit to the Air National Guard and is looking forward to the intellectual challenge she will have in working with computer systems. Starting with her great-grandfather, she is the next generation of her family to commit to the military. On behalf of the Amherst schools, I would like to thank Aya for her commitment to serving the United States of America.
Thank you for upholding the United States Constitution and deciding to give everything you have in order to continue to fight for our freedoms and defend this great nation. You are agreeing to represent the United States of America, your family, and yourself. For that, you should be incredibly proud. The staff at Marion L. Steele High School, your peers, the Amherst community, and your family have all watched you grow as students and, most importantly, as young adults. According to Master Sergeant Roger Sparks, when you go beyond yourself, that's when magical things can happen. Finally, I'd like to share with you something a fellow veteran shared when asked, which military branch is the best? 1. All branches of the United States Armed Forces are honorable and noble. 2. Each serves America well and with distinction. 3. Serving in the United States military represents a great honor, warranting special respect, tribute, and dedication from your fellow man. 4. Always be proud of that. Take care, brave comets, and may God bless each of you.